And you can see me?
Yes, I can see you. Hello, Mr. Brad Yates. Very nice to see you. And I'm very happy that I'm interviewing you actually. And I'm really happy. And also, all Lithuania, I'm sure, because I've been posting on social media and letting everyone know. And yes, so I will be posting also same video on my other channel, which is English channel, and also Lithuanian channel. I have two channels, and I would like you to say hello to Lithuania, please.
Hello, Lithuania.
Thank you so much. And how are you today? How are you this morning?
I'm doing great, thank you. How about you?
I am excellent. Thank you very much for asking. And I would like to ask you if you can just tell a little bit more about EFT, emotional freedom technique, because some of my viewers has been emailing me a lot, and because I've been talking about meditation previously, and they want like to know what is emotional freedom technique, and I think the best person to answer it would be you.
Well, um, yeah, so EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, and a lot of people just call it tapping these days,
Yes.
is a mind-body tool for reducing stress and for letting go of physical and emotional discomfort, and so it originally based on acupuncture. So for thousands of years in Chinese medicine, they've said there's a flow of energy through the body along pathways called the meridians. And when this energy is flowing naturally, we experience our natural state of well-being, physically and emotionally. And then when this energy gets stuck, we don't feel so good. And so in traditional acupuncture, a doctor would stick needles in key points around the body. And what we're doing is just using our fingertips to
Yes.
tap these areas to stimulate that healthy flow of energy. Clears out stress faster than anything I'm aware of. Uh,
Yes.
it's natural, it's healthy, and it allows us to feel better quickly. And one of the great things about that is, as it allows us to feel better quickly, we have a greater freedom to make better choices. And
Yes.
so our lives are determined by the choices that we make. And most of the time we're making choices unconsciously based on not our best thinking. So as we clear the stress out and these uncomfortable feelings, we have the freedom to look and go, all right, what's the best choice right now for my health, for my business, for my relationships, whatever it might be?
Oh yes, because I grew up in Lithuania, Eastern Europe, which is and in very small city. My mom never had lots of money, like we were not wealthy at all. And just to tell, my both parents commit suicide because it was something to do with finances, and they had beliefs about it. So when I grew up, I guess I never wanted to be affected by finances so badly. So
Yeah.
subconsciously, I guess I pushed it away a lot of success.
Yes.
My mother used to sell socks in the market, and I remember she was always dressed quite poorly, never really had a lot of money. And I used to look at the ladies and gentlemen who used to come to the market and purchase her socks. And sometimes I used to see the look on her face, how she used to look at them like with admiration. She would love to be that person instead of selling the socks. And I guess I subconsciously suppressed to be successful because I didn't want it somehow to disappoint my mom. Is
Yeah.
this common for some people who comes from their backgrounds like I am?
Absolutely. From my perspective, we are always doing the best we can based on our programming, and it's designed to keep us safe. So I like to say that self-sabotage is simply misguided self-love. So when you're sabotaging your success, it's out of a sense of self-love because you have these ideas about what's not safe, what's not okay. We, most people will say, "Oh, I would love to have lots of money."
Mhm.
But consciously we say that, but our conscious mind is maybe 5% of our mental strength. The other 95 is our unconscious. And in our unconscious, we have all of these images, all these past experiences about why people who have money are bad, why, how you can only get money by doing bad things.
Yes.
And so we have this image of somebody who has money, who has success in whatever way, shape, or form. That's not somebody we want to be. It's not okay to be that person. It's not safe to be that person. So while 5% of our mind is going, yes, I want to be rich, I want to have money, I want to be successful, the other 95% is saying, yeah, we can't make that happen because you don't want to be this bad person. You don't want to have these negative consequences. Or even in the case of your parents, this whole idea of money causes extreme pain. I mean, money causes the ultimate pain. I want to have as little to do with it as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So it's getting to that place of not beating ourselves up for the choices we've made that have limited our success,
Mm-hmm.
but looking at it and saying, "Oh, I totally get how I was protecting myself by because of these beliefs." But then, and there's an emotional charge to that. So as we talk about money and we do the tapping, we clear out that emotional charge, and we can look at it and say, "All right, it's not money's fault."
No.
If these people are doing bad things, it's not money doesn't make them do that. It's their beliefs about money. If people are being greedy, that's about their own fears and their own beliefs. Because there are plenty of people with lots of money who do not act in cruel ways, who do not act in greedy ways, who do not act in harmful ways. So it's allowing ourselves to recognize it's not money's fault. So I can be a good person. I can do good things in the world, and I can have plenty of money.
Yes, when I thank you so much for this answer. I think it was very important for me. And a lot of people, especially in my country, Lithuania, it's a very small country, it's a beautiful country, and I do believe a lot of young adults is would love to travel different countries and would love to get better jobs. And I guess sometimes it is quite difficult because of the old beliefs and they don't want to be a bit more successful because they feel bad because another family member is not doing that well. So they would
Yeah.
like to be on the same level just in case they would hurt the feelings. Is that the
Yeah.
case sometimes also?
Absolutely. In the next week or so, the Olympics are starting.
Yes.
So imagine an Olympic race. Imagine the 200-meter race, and you've got everybody out there. Now, the reason we watch the Olympics is because we love to see people succeed. And in fact, all of the people out there the people running want to run as fast as possible. But imagine the Olympics where everybody is slowing down. It's like, oh, no, 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 I don't want to beat you to the finish line. No, you go ahead. And everybody is just kind of slowly walking down the track, making sure that they don't run faster than anybody else, so that they don't make anyone else feel bad. Would
Okay.
we bother to watch the Olympics?
Yes, yes.
But that's what we do in life is we're so afraid. And here's the thing is we think we're doing these people a favor.
Hmm.
But when I say I'm not going to be more successful because I don't want to make you feel bad, what I'm basically saying is I think I have it inside me to be more successful, but I don't think you have it inside of you. So I'm going to limit myself because you're kind of a loser. That's not a very nice thing to say to someone. Instead, I want to say I have greatness inside of me, and I'm going to see how far I can go with that. And I hope that will inspire you to find the greatness inside of you. And let's
Yes.
both go succeed. And let's push each other. And if we're in the race and I beat you by, 100th of a second,
Mhm.
you're still awesome.
Yes,
you know.
yes. Oh, yes, this is very big issue, I guess, for many people. And also, I would like to ask you, when it comes to business, sometimes we are afraid, I guess, to ask the price because I feel guilty. I think that's what I want to do for free unless maybe they will not like me. I feel that coming from the family also where haven't been liked much in the society maybe because of how my family lead the life and they were not very successful, and I felt like I will do it for free, just like me, like I will say what you want me to say, just like me. And I guess there's a lot of people, especially now on social media, also a lot of filtered lifestyles. I say it's you want to be liked, and I guess yes, it
Yeah.
can, it can be very difficult.
Yeah. It's hard for me to talk on this because I have so many free videos on YouTube.
You do, yeah. I mean, a lot of
So,
600 videos.
Oh yeah, like 660 now or something like that. So, somebody could say that I have a desperate need to be liked.
Yes.
But that's just a way of letting, trying to do public service. But at the same time, I also have services that I charge quite a bit for,
Yes.
and have people pay a lot of money for that. So, and it's allowing for me to be able to know that if someone says, "Oh, that's too much money," then I say, "Okay, you can
Mm-hmm.
find someone else. There's other people who do what I do. If
Mm-hmm.
you want to do it with me, then that's what it's going to cost." And it's not, and I don't worry about it being a question of them not liking me. It's
Okay. Yes.
so, and here's the thing is, it's about liking and loving ourselves first.
Mhm.
When we, so the desire, the need for other people to like us, a lot of times comes from a fear that I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy,
Yes.
I don't feel I'm good enough. So if you say you like me, then that's validation that I'm good enough, and maybe I can feel good about myself because
Yes.
you've said that I'm worthy of being liked.
Yes.
And the tough thing is, it's kind of hard to convince people that we're worthy of being liked if we don't believe it ourselves.
Very true.
So the more we the more we allow ourselves to like and love ourselves, the more we naturally expect other people. It's like, what's not to love? Well, of course you're going to like me. And if you don't, I know if I know that I'm worthy of being liked, if I know that I'm likable, and I get the feeling that you don't like me,
Mm-hmm.
I can figure that's probably something about you
Yes.
that I have no control over, and there's nothing that I could do to make you like me because it's not anything I have control over. So as I allow myself to know that I'm likable, I don't have to worry about that. Now that doesn't mean that it's not nice to get likes
Yes.
and to have nice
Mm-hmm.
comments on your videos. There's nothing wrong with enjoying validation and having nothing wrong with enjoying compliments. It's getting away from that need to have that fill something that we think is missing inside ourselves. And the great thing is, as we allow ourselves to know that we're likable, we're much more likely to see that reflected in the outside. And we'll see more people liking us and saying nice things because why wouldn't they?
Yes. Yes, this is so true. I always, when first time I've been introduced to tapping maybe 3 years ago, and I guess the lady didn't really explain well what was it, so it looked really strange. So, but I always
No
actually,
matter how you explain it, this looks kind of strange if you haven't done it before.
and I said, because so many people asked me to do a video about it, and I said, well, it's really, I mean, please don't do it in the street, especially in small city in Lithuania. They will arrest you. You will go like this. So I guess, yes, but when I started to do with you, I realized I felt very light. Like when I've done the tapping for money, especially when it comes to money belief, I was crying. The first time I've done it, I cried because I felt like it was so much of dust came out and so much of heaviness. And then I've noticed that I've done the tapping for maybe 1 hour and a half that day. There's one day, and I went through the because so many new things came up, self-love and then acceptance, and then so I started off with money, and then I ended up just going crazy for 1.5 hours. Detoxing myself. I felt amazing. Like I felt like so good. It's like
Well, yeah, because we don't realize we're carrying this stuff around. It's like if it was a really hot day
yes,
and we're walking around wearing 3 shirts, a sweater, and a heavy jacket, and we're so uncomfortable, but we're not consciously aware that we're wearing all these clothes, and we're just like, yeah, and we get used to it, and we're just
yes,
like, yeah, you know what, I'm always uncomfortable, I'm always hot and sweaty, I'm always this and that, and we
yes.
just sort of expect that's the way it's supposed to be.
Mhm.
And then someone comes along and says, here, take off the jacket. Now take off the sweater. It's really hot. You probably don't need 3 shirts. And you take off what you don't need. And you're like, oh, wow. What a concept. I actually feel comfortable now.
Feel a lot
So that's the
lighter.
thing is we don't realize that we're walking around. And again, it's not that we're bad or stupid. We're wearing
No.
all of these clothes because people in our lives, we've either misunderstood situations, or people who misunderstood things told us, you should put on a jacket. Don't forget to put on a jacket. Put on 2 jackets just to be safe. Well, it's 90 degrees outside. Well, still put on. And so we have all these beliefs, and we just unconsciously put all these layers of clothing on, and it feels wrong not to. And then as we start to realize, and that's the thing, is that through the tapping, we recognize, oh, I don't need that. That person who told me that I needed this jacket was misunderstood. Was had a misunderstanding about this, and so I can let that go. Same with these reasons why we think that we can't like ourselves. So we can make a list of people won't like me because I'm ... And then we can say, ooh, even though I think I'm that, and we clear that out and realize I'm not really like that, or I certainly don't need to. And if I do have behavior that's unlikable, what's going on inside of me that causes that? People don't like me because I'm always swearing and insulting people. Okay, so why am I always insulting people? Well, because I'm angry inside. Great. I'm going to clearing this anger. And as I clear that anger out inside of me, I stop insulting people, and people like me more.
Yes, it's very fulfilling process every morning I do, even if I don't like it, because you say it's like brushing your teeth every morning, you just go for it before you start smell. So I just was like, you know what, let me do it for 2 weeks, like a challenge for myself. Every single morning, just do it. And it's amazing because I felt like fluff my energy, and I even introduced to my husband, which he doesn't really believe much in in tapping, I guess, but he felt so good, and we felt really good, and I feel that was amazing. That's people can contribute, even the ones who doesn't really believe. I guess it's just all the process, and you do feel lighter. You believe it or not, this is what I like about.
It's like with anything. You can, if you're trying to lose weight and exercise, you may go, running around the block isn't going to help. I don't believe that's going to help me. Why would running around the block help me lose weight? And if you go and run around the block once and you get on the scale and you haven't lost any weight, you go, well, that doesn't work. Well, of course it works. You just have to do it a certain amount.
Yes.
And sometimes it works faster than others. Sometimes with the tapping, it happens really quickly.
Yes.
And we get, we'll be feeling bad about something, and we'll tap, and within a matter of minutes, it's like, wow, I feel great relief. Sometimes it's a more gradual process as we shift old beliefs and a lot of old baggage. We may be wearing, we may say, okay, I took a jacket off, but I still feel really hot. Okay, you may be wearing 40 layers of jackets.
Yes.
So it may take some time.
Especially, I think all the beliefs, like for me, money belief for so many years, it's been since childhood, and self-love, and I didn't felt much love because my mother was traveling a lot and she was not at home, so I felt like I needed to get somehow attention from people, so they will tell me they love me and they like me. And I think it's a lot of beliefs. So when I work on my beliefs, obviously it will take me, I guess, longer than some of the blockages, because it's been there for so many years. I have to admit that at least 2 months maybe.
And I'll often say it's like losing weight.
Yes.
Someone will say, how long do I need to tap before I get over this? And I said, well, that's like calling up a gym and over the phone asking the trainer, how long will I need to work out before I've got 6-pack abs? And not seeing you, the trainer's like, I don't know.
I have no idea.
What do you look like now? Are you 300 pounds overweight? It's going to take you longer. So with some of our issues, we're 300 pounds overweight, and some of them not that much. So it's a matter of recognizing, okay, it's going to take some time, but are we going to decide, okay, well, if it's going to take me a year to lose X amount of pounds, then it's not worth it.
Yes. Yes.
We make the decision, I want to be healthy. I want to be healthy physically. I want to be healthy emotionally. I want to be healthy mentally. So I'm going to do what it takes. And if that means that I have to tap every day,
Yes.
for a month, for a
Yes.
year, it's worthwhile. The benefits are absolutely worthwhile.
Oh my God. And I always say, I would like to ask you something. Is it possible to tap for someone else, like physically? Because there is some of my subscribers have maybe elderly parent or someone which is cannot move their hands. Can you help them maybe to release the pain, or just like emotionally you can walk them through and do the tapping? I guess you can
Yeah,
do that. Yeah.
yeah. And I have a video on tapping for others
Uh-huh.
called Surrogate tapping, where you can tap on yourself for the person.
Oh.
Say, you know, if you're a grandmother,
Yes.
say, I'm tapping for grandma on whatever that issue might be. If the person is open to it, you can actually do the tapping on them.
Yes.
You can also just touch and hold the places or rub points.
Oh wow.
There are a number of different ways that you can do it. So either tapping on them or for yourself. And what I always say when we're tapping for other people
Mm-hmm.
is first we want to look at what our experience is. Oh, I feel so sad because of how grandma is. I want grandma to tap, or I want to tap for grandma. I would say first tap on your own sadness, because that way you're not trying to fix grandma so that you feel better. you
Yes,
know.
very true, very true.
So it's a matter of I choose to feel peace, and now in this place of peace, I choose to find how I can help grandma experience more peace.
Oh wow, that's great. I like it because I feel a lot of people contribute from this also.
Yeah.
And also, can I ask you, did your life improved ever since doing tapping? Because you do tapping with clients, so then you focus on the issues over and over again. Must be
Yeah.
amazing.
No, my life was so perfect when I started that there was nothing to improve. No, absolutely, absolutely. When I first started tapping, I was out of work. I was living. I'd moved with my wife and my two kids back to my
Yes.
parents' house. I was out of shape. I was not successful by any stretch of the imagination. And that's when I first learned the tapping. And so, dramatically improved my life, the way I functioned in life. And yeah, one of the great things about my job is that while I'm working with clients, I'm always tapping on myself. So I get to
Yes.
clear stuff, and it just gets me more clear and puts me in a better place to make better choices about life. Now, it's definitely made, incredible improvements. I now do work that I love. I get to travel around the world. I'm heading out on a tour tomorrow, and get to share this work with people. So yeah, it's my life has definitely improved since I started tapping.
Yes, exactly. I thought every single day must be doing this. And do you do it also yourself if you don't have any clients? Would
Yeah,
you
I
tap?
I generally start my day with at least a little bit of tapping, just
Yes.
like any kind of exercise. Just like as you said, I always talk about it's like brushing your teeth or taking a
Yes.
shower.
Yes.
You don't wait until somebody is holding their nose around you and going, oh, maybe now I should take a shower. We generally do it on a daily basis as preventative, as regular hygiene. So tapping to me is energetic or emotional hygiene, and allowing ourselves to be as clean as possible. And life happens. It's not like we do one round of tapping and it's like, okay, now I'm set,
No.
because that's like saying I'm going to take one shower. It's going to be such a good shower, I'll never have to shower again the rest of my life.
Yes.
Well, good luck with that. I don't care how good a shower you had, you're probably going to need another one tomorrow, or it would be good to take another one tomorrow. Same with tapping, because life happens.
Yes.
We interact with people. Sometimes people are rude to us. Things happen. We watch the news. A lot
Yes.
of scary stuff in the news.
Yes.
That stuff affects us emotionally, and most of us are just carrying that. It's like we put on another jacket, put on another jacket. So we want to be clearing that out and allowing ourselves to be open. And we put those jackets on as a way of protecting ourselves. Again, not bad or stupid. It's just recognizing, wait a minute, I don't need this jacket. And without this jacket, I can move my arms more freely and I can function better in life and I can take much better care of myself
Yeah.
without being confined by all of this fear and doubt and anxiety and things like that.
Yes. Oh wow, this is amazing. I do believe that this is faith for me to actually be reintroduced in tapping because I do meditation. I do talk on my YouTube channel about meditation, but I guess meditation, I do transcendental meditation. I guess for some people it's a little bit too quiet.
For me, it's not quiet enough. I'm still working on the meditation thing. It's not quiet enough inside here.
Yes.
So that's why I struggle. So
Mhm.
tapping has a lot of the same benefits about meditation, and
Yes.
meditation is fantastic. And it's something that I do practice regularly. I just am still in the beginning stages of getting to where it works better for me. But tapping is because of the physical nature of it. I don't have to be clearing my mind, or I don't even have to be thinking about anything specific. I can be tapping without saying anything, or I can be saying a prayer or humming a song, or there's all kinds of things you can do while you're tapping.
Yes.
So it doesn't feel like quite the cognitive challenge that meditation can feel like when you're starting out, where there's that sense of oh, I'm doing it wrong because I've got all these thoughts going on in my
Yes.
head and get anxious and fidgety. And so this is it's okay to be fidgety while you're tapping.
Yes, exactly. And I feel that tapping is great for young adults, someone who is on the go all the time and maybe they don't have much patience. And I think it's really good if would be maybe introduced in schools maybe to calm kids down a little bit.
Absolutely, that's one of the reasons I wrote my children's book, The Wizard's Wish, that explains. I don't know if I have that translated into Lithuanian yet. It's translated into like 21,
Yes,
25 different languages. So
I will put
uh,
the link below for your website and also, of course, many of Lithuanians and not only because I will be putting on both channels. And also you have your courses, how can I say, when I can go and maybe you would advise, of course, is a charge for it. And if I have problem with money or health or something, you also have classes, yes?
yeah, I work with clients individually, but I also do weekly teleclasses, and I have folks calling in from all around the world because you can either call in by phone or by a web call.
Yes, that's
So that's
amazing.
every Monday morning I have that. So, and on each of those calls, I work with, two, three, maybe four people and take them through tapping rounds. But the great thing about it is that even for the folks who aren't tapping with me, while we're tapping along with someone else's issues, we're still clearing our own issues.
Yes.
Whether they sound exactly alike to our issues or whether it seems like, wow, that's not my issue at all, while we're doing the tapping, we're still clearing our stuff. It's we're still taking a shower and washing stuff off. Even if it's not, so it's like if you're washing hands. If we had a teleclass on washing your hands, and somebody
Yeah.
says, "Well, I've been working on my car, and I got grease all over my hands," and I say, "Okay, we're washing away the grease. We're washing away the grease," and the other people on the call are like, "I don't have grease on my hands. I've been gardening. I have mud on my hands."
Yes.
And it's not like if they're washing their hands under the sink and they're saying, "Okay, grease, grease, grease," the mud is still going to be coming off.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
whatever is going on in there, you're still going to be clearing it out, even if the wording doesn't sound quite the same.
Oh, yes. I really. Is your kids also? You have family?
I do.
What is the age you would think correct to start? If someone has a child, then is there any age limit when it's.
No, there's, anyone can tap. Like my children's book is sort of aimed at 4 years old to 9 years old,
That's beautiful.
but even younger than that. I have people sending me videos of their 2-year-old kids tapping along to my videos. So,
Because for them it's fun also. It's like fun exercise. I guess it's tapping is you don't put 2-year-old for meditation. Very difficult.
yeah. And even when my daughter was just a baby, I would tap on her, just gently tap
Oh
under
yeah.
her arm or things like that. I could just gently, when the kids were young, I could just gently tap on them. So, but yeah, there isn't an age limit. Obviously, if you're working with children, you might change the languaging.
Yes.
There are certain expressions. So when we're doing a tapping round, we'll often say, even though I have this issue,
Yes.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Mhm.
That doesn't, for a young child, that is kind of esoteric. So we might
Yes.
say, even though I'm really mad, I'm still a great kid. So
Ah, yes.
we'll change the wording to have it make more sense to whatever age the child is.
Oh, that's amazing. It's very good for parents to know, I guess. So we will check if there is in Lithuanian language. I guess you don't have it one, but it's okay. Many Lithuanians they understand in English, so it'll be all good. I wouldn't like I would like, of course, to talk a lot longer with you. Maybe I will just ask a few more questions. I don't want to take a lot of your time. Because it's morning. For us, it's maybe 1 o'clock in the morning, Neil, which is nice. I
Oh,
mean,
wow. I
yes,
hadn't even thought about that.
we are living in Hong Kong. We used to live in
Oh,
Dubai, then we moved to Hong Kong. Just,
okay. 'Cause I'm thinking it's not 1 in the morning in Lithuania.
no, we have been living here. And I would like to ask you, I guess a lot of people, of course, finances and financial situations is very, and is a little bit confusing, law of attraction maybe, and at the same time tapping, because how they can put two and two together, maybe that's a little bit, especially when I always watch one of your video and tap along, which is attracting more finances, attracting the money, especially clients. There is one to attract more clients, and because I have my own online business, I decided to attract more clients to see how it works. And
Hmm.
my question more would be for, I guess I would like to ask for everyone, is when you say attracting more clients, is it attracting after you clear your blocks? Would you make more clear choices, or somehow universe tells you, you know what, you've been tapping along more than enough, darling. Let's just give you
Yeah,
some clients.
that's a great question, and actually it's both.
Okay.
So there are two ways that we use tapping in terms of having more clients, in terms of having more money, in terms of
Yes.
having more of anything we want. So there's the law of attraction side,
Yes.
which says that everything is energy,
Mhm.
and we attract those things to us. We draw those things to us that we're in vibrational harmony with. So the reason why so many people don't have money is because of these old beliefs about money, that money is bad. So if I don't have a good money vibration, I'm going to be pushing money away rather than attracting it. If
Yes.
I have a energy inside that says, "Oh, money's great. I can do a lot of good with money for myself and for other people. There's nothing wrong with having money." Money just naturally is drawn to me. So that's the law of attraction side. So we use the tapping to clear out the negative beliefs about money, to allow ourselves to be in a more positive vibration about money. So we naturally draw money, and one of the ways we draw money is through clients. So we
Yes.
naturally draw clients because of the money they have for us, but we also
Yes.
draw clients because of the experience that they bring to us. If I feel good about being around people, I'm naturally going to draw more people to me. And
Yes.
the more I feel positive, the more I'm going to draw people that are in vibrational harmony with me, that are the right people, the kind of people that are really going to be for the highest good of my life, and vice versa.
Yes.
So that's the law of attraction side of tapping. The other side is, yes, there are things we need to do.
Yes.
I
Yes.
I need to manage my money. I need to
Mhm.
set up a savings account.
Yes.
I need to I need to do some marketing. I need to do certain things. I need to reach people. I need to let people know that I'm out there. There are certain activities that I need to do in order to get money and get clients. If I have fear about money, I'm going to stop myself from doing that. So it's not a matter of law of attraction where I'm just going to tap away all my money stuff and I can sit on my couch watching television and the postman's going to show up with a big bag of money for me.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a matter of I want to put myself out there in the world. So as I clear my fears about putting myself out there in the world, now that may be a fear of I may be afraid of people. I may be afraid that people won't like me. I may be afraid of success.
Yes,
I may be
that's me
afraid.
afraid of. Yes.
Yeah. If I have money, I'm going to be a bad person. Or if I have money, there are going to be changes in my life and I won't know how to handle that. So there are all kinds of consequences we have in our mind, maybe at an unconscious level we're not really thinking about, but it's going on inside that's saying it would be bad to have money. So I'm going to stop myself from taking action.
Yes.
I'm not going to make those calls. I'm not going to do the marketing. I'm not going to set up the website. I'm not going to manage my finances. Because part of me is, if I can mess up my finances and go into debt, part of me is like, excellent. Now I don't have to worry about having too much money. So there are actions that I'm taking and actions that I'm not taking because of all this fear. So as I tap away the fear and I'm okay with that, then I find, oh, now I can make these positive choices and take these positive actions that get me in front of more people, such that more people hire me. So I find more clients that way. I allow people to pay me. I let go of this fear of telling people, yes, I charge for my services,
Yes.
So
Yes. Thank you so much. So many, I think, of us, especially in our business, when we own our businesses, if coming from the background where you don't trust yourself and feel a little bit bad about yourself, I guess the product you sell, no matter how good product is, you still subconsciously somehow suppressing the feeling of maybe it's not good enough.
Yeah.
Because I am not feeling good about myself enough. And somehow a little bit even sabotaging. When I receive email and someone cancel order, I remember my first order was ordered, and then the girl just said, sorry, I cannot, and then she canceled. I felt almost better, a little bit, because I felt like, oof, maybe the product wouldn't satisfy her that much. I'm like, oh, okay, that's okay. Next, I felt a little bit lighter that she didn't buy, even though I needed, of course, for her to buy it.
Yeah.
So I think we do this, even when I do pricing, I'm like thinking, maybe it's too much. Like just sitting on the corner of the bed, I remember, I'm like, oh, maybe it's too much, or maybe I should. It's almost I'm devaluing myself to really low, so I would make the other person feel better. And I know it's very bad. So, and I guess many people do.
Well, it's not bad. Don't beat yourself up.
Yes.
Don't beat yourself up. It makes total sense to part of your mind because of programming that you've gotten. If your parents had been really bad at math and they had told you that 4 plus 4 equals 11, so that when you go to school and the teacher gives you a test that says 4 plus 4, you would write 11.
Yes.
And you wouldn't, and it's not because you're really bad. It's not because you're stupid.
Yes.
It is you are brilliantly giving the answer that you have been taught.
Yes.
If another child next to you had been taught that 4 plus 4 equals 8 and they write 8, now the teacher's going to say, oh, this kid is smart and you're stupid. But they're wrong. You have both brilliantly given the answer that you've been taught.
Yes.
So you have been so all of that drama that you created for yourself around the pricing and the person canceling was brilliant in your mind because it was protecting you, keeping you safe. If I am afraid that I'm not good enough, it is really dangerous to put myself out there charging more money because people are going to attack me if I'm overcharging for something that's not very good. And also, if I have this energy of I'm not really worth it, I can be talking to you and trying to tell you, oh, yeah, you should work with me. Well, probably not because I'm not very good. But why not? I'm going to charge you this much. Well, it's too much. It's really too much. But so do you want to sign up? And you're like, I got somewhere I got to go. So we reject ourselves before other people have the chance to reject us. And
Yes.
that's only based on the idea because we have all this misinformation telling us that we're not good enough, telling us we're not worthy. When in fact, we're magnificent. We're awesome. We are magnificent children of the universe. We are truly amazing. It just gets covered up. So, I always the core message of my work. So like I have Michelangelo's David back here.
I like
That to me is the
yeah.
is sort of the model. Michelangelo always said the statues are already there inside the marble. All I have to do is clear away what doesn't belong to reveal the magnificence inside. That's how it is with us. We have great gifts and talents to share. We may say, "Oh no, I don't. I screwed up here. I screwed up there." It's like that's just because you were covered under marble.
Yes.
You weren't allowing yourself to see who you really could be. Through the tapping, we clear that away and we start to recognize, wow, I have as much value as anybody else. I have gifts and talents to share that no one else has to share.
Yes.
I can share things in a way, and it may be like what other people do. The way that I tap is different than other people. Some people are going to respond better to the way I do it. Some people are going to respond better to someone else's tapping.
Mhm.
To me, it's like music. There are certain musicians that I really like. There are other musicians who I don't like as much. Doesn't
Yes.
mean they're not great musicians. I just don't particularly, resonate with them. So, for all of us, our audience is out there. Our clients are out there. As we allow ourselves to chip away the marble that doesn't belong, to allow ourselves to be that magnificent, sculpture, people are going to find us, and we're going to put ourselves out there to be found. And so it's already in there. We just need to get rid of the stuff that says otherwise.
Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you so much. Yes, I think everyone would needed to hear this because it's very strong message for everyone, and thank you very much. I would like to very quickly apologize that I didn't introduce you because I was nervous. I didn't. I will.
Hi, I'm Brad.
No, I said your name, but yes, and I'm just would like to say thank you very much because you've been inspiration for me for so long, and you helped me out a lot also, and I hope Lithuanian and not only Lithuanian from also English channel would come along and just have a look at your website. It has a lot of great information, and also you have books, and yes, you travel around the world and you do the job which really heals people and helps people, and I think it's amazing. So thank you very much for helping me to explain to people what is tapping all about because a lot of they don't understand. And yes, thank you very much for everything. Thank you for helping answer the questions, and sorry for not introducing you from the beginning.
That's all right. And thank you very much for doing this, for this opportunity to share this work with more people. I mean, that's what it is. I want to share this work with as many people as possible. So I'm grateful for this opportunity to share this, and I hope folks will look on YouTube here for videos. So, like I said, at this point in time, I have almost 660. So,
Yes.
just if you have the time right now, go find one of those videos and tap along with it right now. Some of them are only a few minutes long,
Yes.
and allow yourself to experience the tapping right now.
Just before we finish, can I ask you very quickly technical part about the tapping? So if someone is in the street, is enough to tap on the hand?
A lot of people find it's very beneficial just to imagine tapping. They can
Yes.
just
Ah,
think about tapping. I do things like I'll tap on with my thumb on my fingertips like
okay.
this. So you can sometimes very subtly do that, or I'll just hold a point and rub. So you can do something like this,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody will even pay attention. So there are a lot of different ways that you can just gently be stimulating these points, and no one will even know. I was at a meeting last night, and I was just this point on the back of the hand, I was just rubbing that because there was somebody speaking, and I felt they would be nervous. So for them, I was just doing some just a little
Ah,
bit of this to help them relax, just
that's
to
amazing.
and whether that helps them relax or whether it helps me relax thinking about them, I don't know. But
Yes.
we put that energy out there and we do what we can.
Thank you so much. I will put all the links below for all of your website and your YouTube channel, and I'm sure so many can contribute because it's amazing. Even 5 minutes a day. You Yes, like you said, you have as short videos as your first introductory, just to be happy. Maybe it's 1 minute 40 seconds. That's very nice and short video just for everyone to start. And I guess it's good. The longest video you have is 12 minutes, but
Yeah,
that's
some
amazing. That's the short still compared to what people can do, and it's really good results.
get into a live workshop with me where a tapping round can go for 20, 30 minutes.
That's nice. I like it.
Yeah, sometimes and sometimes with a private client, because the words come through me,
Mhm.
and I'll just when I'm especially if I'm working with someone one on one and I'm really in tune to what's going on with them, just the ideas will be coming through. Oh, tap on this, and we'll just be going through, and we'll cover all kinds of areas.
Mhm.
So uh, the analogy I was thinking of the other day, it's like a massage. So sometimes you have like a stiffness in your shoulder, and you go to a massage therapist, and the massage therapist might just take a few minutes and work on this, but in general they're going to take longer and they're going to work your entire back because everything's interrelated. So
Yes.
even though I what I'm aware of is the tightness in my shoulder, I may have stiffness in my calf muscle. I may have stiffness, all these other things, and all this tension, because everything is energy, is all interrelated.
Yes.
So it may be when the massage therapist is working on my calf muscle that my shoulder finally releases. So sometimes I'll just be covering all kinds of ground, even though the presenting issue was right there.
Very nice. So when I start sometimes in the morning just on feeling happy and vibrant, and then the next thing I can just go ahead with different tappings what I feel if I have time. Yes? That's the
Absolutely. A lot of people ask, can I tap on different videos in one day? It's like, yeah, I often do.
Yes, I
Uh,
do all the time.
because you never know. It may be, even though I think that I'm really angry right now and I do an anger video, should I tap on a fear video? Yeah, because there's probably fear underneath that anger. And I may tap on something that seems totally unrelated, but still I'm going to create a shift that benefits me in all areas. So
Thank you.
absolutely.
Thank you so much. That's it. No more holding you any longer. It's 48 minutes. Thank you so much. I'm feeling so happy that you answered the questions. I put all of the links below, and thank you very much. I will definitely get in touch also. And yes, and please, everyone who's watching, I will put the link below for Mr. Brad Yates for all of the YouTube and all of the social media so you can have a look. Thank you so much. I hope you will have a nice day. And
Thank you. I hope you have a good night.
thank
Go to
you.
sleep.
Oh, I'll be so excited to check the video again. I think it's my first interview. I have never done it before, so I was a bit nervous, but that's okay. I wanted to tap as I was talking, but I felt a bit shy. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hello to your family, and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You-
See you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.